Hello, my lovelies. Happy Wednesday. I hope you're well. I hope everybody is okay. I've just got off. I've been watching Gail's live over on Endless Threads, Threaders. So on her little social pages, Endless Threaders. And I've been watching her make that amazing wreath, the remembrance wreath. And literally she finished and I was like, oh, pop on to ours. Hi. Hi, Anne. I hope some of you went and watched. Gail's been over at the shop with us today. We are going to be taking some of her kits to Malvern. We took a few to Newcastle and we've got a few going with us till Malvern. I've been trying to persuade her that she's amazing, because she is, and that she needs to have her own stand. So I'm trying to get her to have the have the enthusiasm to actually do a stand and do it herself. So yeah, if you're joining us from her page, please tell her she's amazing. She hasn't got enough confidence in herself. That wreath was stunning, absolutely. It really was, Anne, wasn't it? It was absolutely stunning. Hello, my lovelies. So right, let's say hello to some people. Hi, Ali. Hi, Melba. Hi, Natalie. Hi, Annie. Hello. Who else is there? Lots and lots of you coming online. Fabulous. We're going to do a little block tonight. So this is the only live we've got going today. Hi, Liz. Hello, my darling. Only live we've got this week, as in a sewing live. I will do some walkarounds from the show from Malvern. As always, I'll show you the quilts. I'll show you the traders. We'll have a little chat and everything. Hi, Carol. Hi, Mary. Hello. You've just been spoilt with lives tonight, you lot. Hi, Rachel. Hello. Hi, Lindy Lou. Hi, Claire. Oh, lots and lots of you coming online. Hello, my darlings. The weather is disgusting, frankly. It is pouring down out there. Dennis Road is the Cardiff Road is starting to flood, which is a worry. I'm going to Autumn Malvern in the flooded, horrible rain. I'm not looking forward to it. I am not going anywhere near any country roads. That van is not being flooded ever again. So, Leslie, did I not do the right thing and just send you a quilt and not a full-on quilt top? I'm doubting myself. No, absolutely, Leslie, it's fine. The Scrappy trip around the world, no, that's fine, lovely. We've had one, lovely Julia did a completed quilt, but everybody else has sent quilt tops, so that's absolutely fine. Don't worry. Did you miss the live on Sunday? I didn't do one on Sunday, lovely, in the end. I'd shown you all the quilts and I'd shown you the traders, and we got a little bit busy and then it got really, really quiet. Unfortunately, Newcastle was quiet. Beautiful show, lovely people, but just a little bit quiet for us. So I didn't get a chance to do one on Sunday, but I will do them as much as possible as long as I've got time. I will do them for Malvern and show you what's going on there. Who else is there? Hi, Tina. Hi, Marion. Hello, my oh, so many of you coming online. That's amazing. Thank you for joining me. Hi, Margaret. Hi, Alan. Oh, lots and lots. Fab. Right, we're going to just crack on with it, okay? I don't think I've got any other news. You may have seen our little teasers. There is something big coming. I'm not telling you what, but there is something big coming. Which I hope you guys are all going to love. We're in collaboration with some other people, and there's some exciting stuff happening. That's really if you don't like to miss them. Oh, bless you. No, it's fine, my lovely. Absolutely fine. Hi, Jane. Hi, Jackie. So many of you coming online. That's gorgeous. If you are doing a scrappy trip around the world, please get them into us by the 25th of October so you can all go into the draw. We've spoken to lots of the people coming on the retreat today, just chasing for payments. We do need you guys to pay by Friday. If you haven't already paid, please do. Most of you, almost all of you have, about 90% of you have. There's just a few people we've got to chase it up. We're not now in the shop. The shop's closed Thursday, Friday, Saturday now. You'll have to drop us a message or we'll try and ring you in the evening. I will, my mobile number's out there. You can always ring me on my mobile and pay. Who else is there? Hi, Rosie. Hi, Jackie. Alan, you've just finished your Christmas bunting and matching cushion and quilt. Busy boy, well done. Right, we're going to do a really, I'm still on my scrappy kick. I'm still on a scrappy kick, okay? You know this about me at the moment. I'm trying to do the lots of getting rid of my scraps. So we're going to do a Scrappy Chevron block tonight. Slightly different technique. Also, Ali, sounds exciting. Looking forward to hearing more about it. I know. I know we're gonna keep you in suspense for a little while longer. Hi Louise, hello. So I'm gonna flip over to the overhead. Over we go. Now I'm hoping these cameras are all working. They better be, because I'm over here. 3 hours last night it took us to get the microphones working and all the cameras again, but hopefully they are working. Now this is a Scrappy Chevron block. Okay, we're going to be making these blocks, okay, which is nice and easy, just a stripe, but then when we put them together they create these really beautiful chevrons. Okay, so this is another one if you are making charity quilts, if you want a quick quilt ready for Christmas. These would look beautiful in red, like candy cane stripes. You could do that type of thing, or Christmas fabrics. So when you put them together you get this lovely chevron happening. Okay, like that. Okay, goes up and down, up and down. Your next row would do the same. You get this really lovely scrappy chevron. Grace, my last block today, the scrappy quilt will get to you by the 25th. Fabulous, Grace. Lovely, lovely. So slightly different technique with this one, which is why I thought it would be a nice one to show you. So I pulled out again. So I've gone with all different blues scraps this time. So I went through my scrap bucket, pulled out loads and loads of sort of different blues and turquoises, but you could do it completely scrappy. Okay. And you will need for each block. So this is what I'm calling a block, this, and it ends up 8 inches square. Okay. You will need a 6.5 inch square of your background fabric. And all you're going to do with that one is I'll cut it in half diagonally. So you've got 2 triangles. Okay, so like that, straight across, I've got 2 triangles. I'll pop those aside. And then you will need, now you don't have to do this, but I'm gonna keep my centerpiece, because I'm gonna do this all in different blues. Okay, I'm gonna keep my centerpiece always the same. You can do that. I think it gives a unity to the block, the quilt, but you can do it completely scrappy and do your centerpiece, which is slightly different size to the outside pieces, in different fabrics, your choice. But your center strip needs to be 2 inches by 12 inches. Okay, and then for each block you will need a 1.5 by 10 inch piece. Okay, so this is perfect for layer cakes. You can cut down a layer cake square into 1.5 inch strips as your scrappy bits if you wanted to. If you've got maybe a few layer cake squares left over from other other patterns and things, you can absolutely use that for that. Okay, so, or just like I did, went through my scrap bucket, pulled out lots of bits and cut them down myself. There's only one of me. I wish there was 2 of me. That would make life a lot easier. Hi Claire, how are you? Right, first things first, we're going to do a weeny tiny bit of ironing. Well, not even ironing, a tiny bit of pressing. So I'm going to take one of my center strips, which is the 2 inch by 12, make sure it's nice and flat, and then fold it in half and just gently, and I mean gently press, don't really press it, just gently press in a center line. Okay, like that. And then I've got 2 1.5 by 10 inch pieces. Actually, that's a bit crumpled, give that a quick iron. And again, I want to find that center line. So I'm just going to press in just gently. You don't want it to be too strong a crease because you want it to be able to come out later. So just a gentle crease. Just finger press it if you want to. Hi Sandra, how are you? Hi Dawn. Hello my lovelies. Oh look, there's so many of you coming online tonight. That's lush. So first things first, I'm going to attach this first strip, this scrappy strip, the 1.5, to the top of my 2 inch strip. Okay, and I'm going to line up those center lines. It doesn't matter that they don't meet here. Okay, so I'm going to line up that little center line there like that, and I am going to use a pin. You know I don't normally, but I'm going to be a good girl, and I'm just going to pin in that center line like that. I'm going to take it over to the machine and we're going to stitch down 1/4 inch. The weather is pants. It is horrible, Sandra. I am not liking it at all. I am a little anxious about, I'm not an anxious person, as you well know. Normally I'm just like, meh, whatever. But the fact that we obviously got into that awful situation last year at Alton Malvern in a flooded van, and the weather was just like this, and even Dennis is starting to flood in places. I'm getting a little bit about it. We will let you know. We'll let you know that it's safe to get there, okay? So I'm just stitching down, all the way down, 1/4 of an inch, like that. Don't need to stitch into here, just stitch the 2 pieces together. There we go. Excuse me. How's the sound? Is it okay for you guys? Is it going quieter when I go over to the machine, or is it pretty steady right away across? Okay, I'm hoping it's pretty steady right the way across. I've got set up the microphone in a different way and it's now working and stuff. So let me know what the sound's like, guys. Okay, I'm pressing that out towards the smaller square, like that. Okay, now when you press it, don't press all the way down here. You need to still see that. I don't know if you can see that on screen, but you need to still be able to see that little center line. So I just pressed up here. Okay, so I've still got my center line here. It's good. Great. That's fabulous. Thank you, darlings. Missed the start what we're making. We're making a Scrappy Chevron block. Lovely. Sounds okay. It's all steady. Brilliant. That's great news. That means I got it right. I got the tech to work. Oh, we got the microphone hasn't worked properly for like 2 months. We finally worked out why. It was a stupid update that it wasn't actually on the software system. It was on the laptop itself, and it stopped it. So we got that working, and then all the cameras went down, and it took me and Phil about 3.5 hours in total to get it all sorted. He was not a happy bunny spending his Tuesday evening like that. I've attached my second one to the other side, lining up the centre seam, and we're going to stitch down that way. Okay, this is a very easy block to do, but really effective once you put them all together. And it uses up those little scraps because because these are 1.5. They're really tight, really skinny little scraps, which is great because a lot of scrappy projects use like 2.5 or 6. That's 2.5 or 6, 2.5 or 5-inch pieces. This one uses little 1.5, so you really can use up all of your scraps. Here we go, like that. Okay, back over here. Sounds great, brilliant. That's great. That means it's all working as it should. Let's see how long it lasts. Then what I'm going to do again is I'm just going to press that gently out towards the smaller strip, like that. Okay, here we go. So next little thing you want your triangles. Okay, I'm going to put this aside a second, and we're going to do exactly the same. So on this long diagonal, remember this is on a bias, so it's a bit stretchy, be careful. Just fold that over, and again, find the center, the bias. And you don't need to iron the whole thing, just that little bit there, just on the edge. So I've got a center crease. You could finger press it if you want, or iron it, it really doesn't matter. You just need to be able to see the center, like that. And again, we're just going to put, because I ironed them, actually I can still see the one there, but I ironed that one a bit heavy. I'm just going to put my center creases back into those small strips. Okay, like that. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to pop this one, center piece, just a center line to center line on this side. So once you've done one of these blocks, you can chain piece all of this. Okay. Hi Marion, we are making a Scrappy Chevron block. So but it's one of these blocks you can play around with lots of different patterns with. So I'm going to stitch all the way down there, and then I won't come back to the overhead. I'll just add the other one on the other side, center piece to center piece, that side. Okay. Oh, hang on, I've gone a bit low. Sorry. Center to center. So once I've stitched that one on and put it out, that one's going to go on there like that. Okay. This is super fast block. Okay, we're going to be done in like 15 minutes. Hi Ed, how are you, lovely? You're new here. Hello. You were new over on Endless Threads as well. I saw you say hello. So we're going to go over this side, and then what we're going to do is we're going to stitch down. So I know we normally do a more involved project on a Wednesday night normally, but because we were over at Abergavenny Quilters yesterday, we couldn't do a live, so I thought I'd stick with a block tonight. We've got an early finish for everybody. So down that side 1/4 of an inch, like that. And then we're gonna I'm gonna take that pin out just, I'll press it properly in a minute. I'm just going to get it out of the way, and then I'm going to put my other one this side, matching up that crease. So matching up the crease there to there. Okay, add that on, and then I'm going to stitch down 1/4 inch. Okay, so this is super easy, super simple. This is a really nice block. Like I said, if you make charity quilts and you've got lots and lots of scraps to use up, you need very little background fabric really per block. You can make a really fun, you know, quilt with very little. What size are the half square triangles? So these, hang on, let me come back over here because I'm going to iron this out now. It's lovely seeing new people. Hi, oh, that's really kind of you to say it. Thank you. It's nice of you to join us. So I'm going to iron that one out. So these started a 6.5 inch square, which I just cut in half diagonally. Okay, so I've got that one going that way. I'm going to give this one a little press here. Okay, like that. So you end up with something that looks a little like that. Okay, we're going to now square this up. Okay, and there's a little trick to it that really will help when you put your blocks together, so everything lines up nicely. So I'm just going to move my iron out the way. So first thing you want to do is just measure this center piece. Okay, so it should be 1.5 if my 1/4 inch is correct, which, hey, get me, it is for a change. And so I want to make a line down the center. So half of 1.5 is 3/4. So I'm going to go up towards the top here and make a little tiny mark with my ruler at a 3/4 inch there. And then I want to do exactly the same on the bottom. And this is going to help in a minute. So 3/4 inch like that when we square it up. Okay, this is the only vaguely complicated bit about this. All right, grab your ruler. So these are going to be squared to 8 inches by 8 inches. Okay, you've got your 45 degree, I hope you can see, you've got your 45 degree line running down there like that. All right, so where your ruler hits 0, 0, this corner point here, you want to make sure that that's kind of on that first little mark, that first little center mark that we just made. And follow your 45 degree line all the way down and make sure it's lining up down here with the other little mark that we made. What that will do is make sure that your blocks are centralized, sorry, excuse me, centralized when you're squaring them up, so that when we put the blocks together, all of these bits here, your little small strips, match up nicely. So before I cut it, I want it to be 8 by 8, okay? I'm just making sure that my 8 inch lines are all within the fabric, which they are. So making sure that that's nice and neat down there. I'm making this sound way more complicated than it actually is. And then trim off down the side and across the top like that. And then we're going to turn this. So this is now down, obviously I'm right-handed, so bottom left for me. And then I can cut exactly 8 by 8. So 8 inches down there by 8 inches across. And if I don't know if you'll be able to see this, I don't know if it's quite close enough, but my 45 degree line is still running through that little mark that I made on the central one. Okay, so I know that it's all nice and squared up. Okay, so there's your block done. So it's 8 inch unfinished. Okay, what size are the strips? The center one is 2 inches by 12.5. The next two are 1.5 by 10. And then my background fabric was a 6.5 inch square cut in half. Okay, so there's my block all nice and done, nice and easy. You're going to go ahead and you're going to make lots of those. Okay, so depending on what size quilt you want, depends on how many blocks you want. So they're 8 inch finished, they're going to be 7.5 inch finished. Okay, you can absolutely, if you don't want to do any nesting at all, if you hate nesting points, you can put them together like this. So I'm trying to do this so I can show you. You could put them together. I think this is a really cool sort of modern way. If you're making for, maybe again, charity quilts you're making for teenagers, you can make really beautiful. Sorry, I still haven't managed to get Phil, to my husband, to hire this camera for me. Yeah, but you can see you can make really beautiful stripes. Okay, they're really nice and interesting. It's really quite modern looking. I like this sort of like almost like a butterfly wing thing that happens in the center here when you put it that way. However, we talked about chevrons, and what you want to do with the chevrons is turn them this way, like this. Okay, so can you see you're getting those beautiful chevrons happening? So you would make rows of these. I'll show you how to put them together in just a second. So, oh, hang on. So I'd go up, down, up that way. Hang on, I got to keep moving them because I haven't got enough angle on this camera. So it'd go up, and then down like that. And you would make your rows go like that. And your next row would follow on. So it would go exactly the same way. So it would go up, down, all the way along. All right. Make it as long as you want, however big quilt you want. You can, like I said, make it in totally scrappy, or I thought it'd be quite nice to keep this one in a colour theme. So I've kind of gone with all blues and navies, little bit of green, little bit of teal in there. Okay, hang on, I can pull that down a bit. Just noticed. There we go, like that. Now, if you're going to do the chevron, you can also make crosses as well. That's the other thing you can do, which works really well. So there's lots of patterns you can do. You can make really nice crosses happening like this. Okay, like that. You know, so lots of ways that you can put this simple little block together. But we talked about doing chevrons tonight, so that's what we're going to do. So let me just press this one again. So what have you guys all been up to? Is anybody coming to Malvern? Is anybody going to come to Malvern to this time? It's I do like the autumn show. It's not quite as busy as the spring one, but it does mean that we get to talk to people and we get to, you know, have a chat and talk to more people, which is nice. Right, so I'm going to put these together. Actually, I want that one against that. I like those two colours together. I know that's silly, but I didn't like that one against that one. They were too similar in colour. I like the difference in colour with those two. You're coming on Sunday. Ah, lovely, fabulous. You're just going to join these with 1/4 of an inch. So we're going to put these right sides together like that. Okay. Now, if you want to, if you're really worried about nesting, you just want to repress this one in that way. Okay. So I'm going to do that because I like them to be nested. Claire, you are hopefully, fabulous. Lush. Lots of you coming to see us. Well, not just us, obviously, other people as well. But, you know, we're the most important, of course. I'm just going to re-iron that one that way. You could be really mindful about where you're ironing as you're doing them, but frankly I just tend to re-iron because I could iron them all one way as I'm sewing them and then I'll forget by the time I get to put them together. So I'm going to do it this way. So like that, so that I can nest that point there like that, and I'm going to pop a pin in. Oh, there we go, catch both sides, and then I'm going to nest that background seam. Oh, come on. Fingers don't want to work tonight. It's because I'm tired. It was a hell of a long trip back from Newcastle. It took us about 7 hours to get there, but we only stopped once, me and Sean. And I have to say, it was a lovely, lovely trip up there. Really lovely trip up there. It was a really easy drive. On the way back, there were lots and lots of accidents, and it took us forever to get back. It was not fun. It was not fun coming back, and we were tired from being at the show. So I'm just doing 1/4 inch seam allowance all the way down. There we go. Just make sure that's all nicely joined up. All the way down. Linda, you're coming with Anne and Susie on Friday. Lush. Claire, you love the crosses. Yeah, it's really nice. You can really play around with this block. It's, like I said, I'm all about using up my scraps at the moment. I'm trying to plough my way through things. Now, this is one of the few times that I would actually iron this seam open. Because of the bulk, if I push it one way and iron it one way, you can actually distort these seams. And look, I got really nice points. So I'm actually going to iron this one open. I know we don't do that very often with quilting, but sometimes it is needed. It is needed. It makes life a little bit easier. So I'm just going to iron that open down there like that. And there you go. There's the star, my chevron. And you just keep adding them. Just keep making blocks. This is, you know, so this one would go, this is coming down, so that one's going up. So I'd add that one on there. Okay, like that. And nest those little points there. add that one on, okay? And you can just keep going and going and going like that. All right, it's a really, really simple little quilt, very simple to do, very simple block to do, but I just think, again, uses up your scraps. If you're making charity quilts, it's a nice, quick, easy block to do, particularly if you've got some like a layer cake, or you've got like 1 or 2 left over. You can just cut it down to 1.5 inch strips, and you know it's going to coordinate and stuff. So we've got lots and lots of lovely different fabrics happening. I like it in the tonal though. If you've got lots of reds and oranges, maybe pull those out. I'm going to make a little quilt top all in these lovely sort of blues and greens, just to give it a bit of cohesion. Right. Told you it was going to be a quick one tonight, and we're done. 25 minutes sorted. That's because it's a quick block. I've got to go and pack. I've got to get some. I've done some washing. Need to go and iron it and get it all packed up. So because I'm picking up Sarah Jane in the morning, and we're pootling off to Malvern to get set up ready for Friday, Saturday, Sunday. What else was I going to say? Should we run? Let's run a little challenge post while we're away. Okay, so remember the website is, you can still order on the website while we're away. The shop is shut, but you can still order on the website, but we won't be posting out till Tuesday. All orders have gone out today, but I'm going to run a little challenge post. I'm going to put it on as the minute I come offline, and I want you to show me your stripes. Show me stripy things. Doesn't have to be sewing, remember, it can be cross stitch or knitting or crochet or anything, but I want you to show me stripes, all right? And then when I come back on Tuesday, and we'll do a live on Tuesday as normal at 1 o'clock. Oh no, I'm off on Tuesday because I've got little baby Jude for the day, so I might not be doing. It'll be in the evening. It'll be evening, 7 o'clock then. There will be 3 lives next week. I'll work out the timings in a minute. I'm not sure when but we will have one. But I will do a draw next week. I might get Sarah to swap Tuesday and Thursday. If she does Tuesday, I do Thursday. That would work. So there will be a live on Tuesday. I'll do a challenge post. I'll put one up on our main page. Show us your stripes, and we will do a little prize draw next week. We'll find a nice little prize for you. Okay. Get your challenge quilt tops in if you can. And I will see you from Malvern. I'll do my little walk around and show you the quilts. So have a lush weekend, guys. Might see some of you there. Please do come and say hello if you do. And I will... Hi, Diane. How I love you. No problem at all. It was lovely to meet you too. Thanks, everyone. Yeah, safe travels. No flooded vans this year. No being... I mean, it was quite nice to be rescued by firemen. They were quite hunky firemen. But it was a very, very scary experience, so I don't want to do that again. So take care, my darlings. See you real soon. And yeah, say hello at Malvern. And I'll put the challenge post up. Join in over the weekend. Take care. Bye.